So Jesus has come and look busy. But what does look busy actually mean? So a lot of the time in our life we're just so busy, we just do so much in the day that we don't even take maybe 5 minutes just to pray, just to ask God to help us with things. And so God just ends up taking a second place in our lives, and the busyness of our lives just takes over. So living with God can be the most normal thing in the whole entire world, but society portrays God as being God who sets loads of rules and stops us having any fun. But that's just not true. I mean, the reason we don't see God working in our lives is because there's so much going on that we just sort of forget about Him, and there's so much that we do that just blocks Him out. So He never forces us into our lives. It's our choice, it's our free will to choose Him. And so sometimes that may not become like an overwhelming experience. Okay, so for example in the Bible, with St. Paul, he had a blinding experience where basically he was blinded from a light, and then he was completely converted, and it was a brand new life. Whereas St. Peter, he was going around with Jesus working loads of miracles, but then he still did things wrong. He still denied Jesus 3 times. But it's kind of his conversion was everyday little conversions, so small steps of faith. And so both of those kind of conversions, both of them are fine. So even if we may not experience God in a real and like an amazing way, that doesn't mean that we should just sort of give up and say, oh well, God's not real, because He's working in us and He shows His love to us through everything else. So how do we live our faith? In 1 John it says that if someone says I love God but I hate my brother, then he's just a liar and he doesn't really love God, because we show our love to God partly by showing our love to other people. So showing our love to people shows our love for God. I mean, Jesus said that we should love each other as we love ourselves, and so we'd be living in a perfect world if everyone loved each other as they loved themselves. I mean, there's a phrase that I've heard, and it's just 3 words, 3 simple words. It's just I am third. Okay, so God is first, others are second, and then we're third. So I am third, just 3 simple words that we can live by. And it's really easy. We can just take small steps to change for the better. I mean, practical Christianity isn't loads and loads of rules that just stops us from doing anything, having any fun. I mean, we should just take a few little steps just to start a life of love. So maybe we shouldn't hold grudges or take revenge. Maybe we should forgive all of the people who may have hurt us. We shouldn't gossip behind people's backs, and then use our words to build people up rather than to tear them down. And we've just got a chance to just change this attitude. And has our life made a positive effect in the world? So has all the busyness of life that we've done like, if you have a little think back, like, have we made a positive effect? So if Jesus came tomorrow, could we say to Him, oh yeah, look, I've really affected these people in a positive way? So are there people in the world who would rather not ever met us? But this is our chance to show love. This is our chance to show love how God loves us. And each and every one of you, God loves. And so we've got a duty to show everyone this love, so we should just find opportunities to serve people. We should always try and be the first one to give a helping hand to anyone who's in need. And this can be the start of our looking busy, but in the right way. So looking busy and being busy for God rather than being busy for ourselves and for our own personal gain.